Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Breaking news just came in. President Trump signed a new executive order, and the White House has finally confirmed something millions of Americans have been waiting for. Are we actually getting $2,000 checks? I'm going to give you the facts straight up. I spent hours reading through the statements, watching the signing ceremony, and going through Trump's Truth Social post so you don't have to. And I'm going to tell you exactly what this means for your wallet, who qualifies, and when you can expect to see this money. Before we jump in, hit that like button right now. It takes 2 seconds and helps more people who desperately need this information find this video. And make sure you subscribe with notifications on because this situation is developing fast. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's what just happened. The White House confirmed on Wednesday that President Trump is committed to sending $2,000 payments to Americans using money collected from tariffs. This isn't speculation anymore. Trump himself made this promise over the weekend and posted about it on Truth Social. Let me read you exactly what the president said. We're going to issue a dividend to our middle-income people and lower-income people, about $2,000, and we're going to use the remaining tariffs to lower our debt. Now, I know what you're thinking. We've heard promises before, but this time there's something different. Trump actually posted the details on Truth Social, and I'm going to break down exactly what he said because the devil is in the details. According to Trump's Truth Social post, he stated that people against tariffs are missing the bigger picture. He highlighted that with tariff revenue coming in, the administration plans to pay a dividend of at least $2,000 per person. And this is the important part. Not including high-income people. He went on to say that this payment will be made to everyone who qualifies, and all the leftover money from these payments will go toward paying down the national debt. He specifically addressed it to low and middle-income U.S. citizens. So right away, we know 3 critical things. Only U.S. citizens qualify. Only low and middle-income Americans get this. High-income earners are excluded. This is where you need to pay close attention because not everyone is getting this money. Let me break down who qualifies based on what we know. Income limits. The key phrase is low and middle income. Now, Trump didn't spell out the exact number in his post, but here's what we can look at. Senator Josh Hawley previously proposed a $600 tariff dividend payment bill that Trump supported. In that proposal, the income threshold was $100,000 or less. So based on that precedent, it's very likely we're looking at the same cutoff. If you make $100,000 or less, you're probably in. If you make more than that, you're probably out. U.S. citizens only. Trump was very clear about this. The payment is going to U.S. citizens. If you're a permanent resident or here on a visa, based on the current language, you won't qualify. Low and middle income families. If you're a working family struggling with bills, you're exactly who this is designed for. Single parents working 2 jobs, veterans on fixed incomes, seniors on Social Security, disabled Americans on SSDI, this is aimed at you. Excluded groups. High-income earners are specifically excluded. If you're making well over 6 figures, this payment isn't for you. And Trump was upfront about that. Now, you might have seen the headlines about Trump signing an executive order. Let me be clear about what that was actually for because there's some confusion out there. President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump did sign an executive order in a joint ceremony on Thursday, which is rare and significant. But that executive order was focused on helping teenagers in the foster care system, not the $2,000 payments. First Lady Melania Trump spoke about how too many people from foster care end up homeless and in danger on America's streets. She said, "I predict this small spark today will ignite a profound and lasting nationwide movement." This is absolutely important work that needed to be done for these vulnerable kids. But I want to make sure you understand that executive order signing was about foster care, not the stimulus payments. Don't get the two confused. Here's something important you need to understand about where this money is supposedly coming from. Trump has imposed tariffs broadly on different countries and on specific goods. We're talking about steel, cars, drugs, and more. The administration claims they're collecting trillions in tariff revenue. The idea behind the tariff dividend is this. Instead of that money just going into general government funds, a portion of it gets distributed directly to American citizens as a dividend payment, kind of like how Alaska residents get checks from oil revenue. Trump framed this as a way to share the wealth with the people who need it most while using the rest to pay down the $37 trillion national debt. He's also pointed to record stock market prices and 401ks being at all-time highs as evidence his economic policies are working. Now, whether you agree with tariff policy or not, the question everyone's asking is, when is this money actually coming? Here's where I have to be honest with you. While Trump has confirmed his commitment to these payments and posted about them publicly, we don't have a specific date yet. There's no timeline that says checks will arrive by a certain date. What we do know is that Trump said these payments are coming real soon and that this is a priority. The White House confirmation suggests this is being actively worked on, not just talked about. For any government payment to actually go out, there needs to be legislation passed or an official mechanism established. With the previous Josh Hawley proposal, it had to go through Congress. So we're likely looking at either a new bill or executive action to make this happen. My best guess, if this moves forward quickly, we could be looking at weeks to a couple of months. But I'll be completely transparent, and until we see actual legislation or a concrete plan, we're still in the promise phase, not the payment phase. Let me break down what this could mean for specific groups. Working families. If you're earning under $100,000 and supporting kids, $2,000 could cover groceries, bills, or help build an emergency fund. Seniors on Social Security. If Social Security is your main income, this payment could help with medical costs or rising expenses. Veterans. Many veterans live on disability payments or modest pensions. This dividend could provide real relief. Single parents. If you're raising kids alone and making under $100,000, this money could help with child care or school costs. Disabled Americans. If you're on SSDI, $2,000 represents months of budgeting and could ease financial stress. Okay, I need to give you the reality check. While the commitment from Trump is real and the White House has confirmed this is something they want to do, we need to see actual action. Promises are one thing, legislation is another. For this money to actually hit your bank account or show up as a check in your mailbox, Congress needs to pass a bill or the administration needs to find another legal mechanism to distribute these funds. There are always questions about funding, eligibility, and logistics. These things take time and sometimes they change before they actually happen. That said, the fact that Trump posted this publicly on Truth Social and the White House confirmed it puts real pressure to follow through. Politicians don't like to break very public promises, especially when millions are watching. So what can you actually do right now? Stay informed. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Check your eligibility. Income under 100K U.S. citizen. Don't count on it yet for bills. Treat it as potential, not guaranteed. Look at help available now. SNAP, LIHEAP, state relief programs. Keep your contact info updated with the IRS. Let's put this in perspective by looking at previous stimulus payments. During COVID, but this is the most concrete this proposal has ever been. Look, I know many of you are struggling. Bills are high, prices are high. You need help now. I get it. I wish I could tell you exactly when this money will hit your account. What I can tell you is this: stay informed, don't fall for scams, and take advantage of available help today while we wait for updates. If this video helped you understand what's really happening with the $2,000 payment, smash that like button and share it with someone who needs to see it. Subscribe so you don't miss updates, and check out my other videos on assistance programs you can access now. We're all in this together. I'm going to keep bringing you honest information you can trust. Until next time, take care of yourself and your family. I'll see you in the next.